You may suppose that my answer to this question is this thing over here, but it isn't. I'm Nicolas Riascos from Barranquilla, Colombia, and the word I'm going to use to address this next great global problem is ignorance. You must be wondering, how can I talk about ignorance in the 21st century, the era of technological advancement? It sounds contradictory, but this paradox plays a significant role in the problem. Have you ever heard of the Flynn effect? It describes the phenomenon of IQ test scores increasing globally over time. However, this trend has begun to reverse since the 90s in some developed countries such as the United States. Some scientists have argued that youth do not know less. Instead, their knowledge is oriented towards scientific technical subjects. But I'm not referring to knowledge. Everyone has knowledge, it's just focused on different areas. I want to approach this problem from a moral perspective. People nowadays have access to all kinds of information thanks to the media. But the question remains, why is this deficit happening? Is something wrong with our brains, or is it the cell phones? Our society's consumer system has us spending long periods of time consuming large amounts of information as snacks on social media. 15 seconds, that's what a short on TikTok or Instagram can last. Have you thought about how many of these videos you watch per day? These shorts catch our attention, producing quick bursts of dopamine in our bodies, which give us an ephemeral sense of satisfaction. Therefore, we will constantly seek that reaction to entertain us and have welfare. The system itself has conditioned us to the idea that everything must be easy and fast, fostering a materialistic vision of life that prizes appearances above all. The problem in this is that people are forgetting how to deal with real-life situations on their own and becoming dependent on devices for everything, just as we saw in the video at the beginning. We don't bother to know the why or the how of things anymore because the answers are a click away. However, it is important to clarify that it's not technology itself, but the way in which we use it. Let me ask you something. Are you willing to live in a world where your happiness is limited by machines? I don't think so. That's why we must learn to use these devices consciously and responsibly. To achieve this, global governance must invest in quality education. If we had the right education, we wouldn't face these problems. Teachers, as the pillars of education, must be evaluated and qualified to help students develop competencies that will be useful in their future. It's not only acquiring knowledge, but also learning how to apply it and developing emotional and social skills, all key components for a well-rounded education. Besides, evaluation methods need a change of perspective. Instead of searching questionnaires on Google or memorizing concepts, students should be engaged in activities that promote active and interactive learning, such as debates, group projects, and community service. This approach should motivate them to apply what they learn in class creatively and practically in their lives. It is evident that educating young generations about technology is crucial. We must learn about the applications and risks of technological devices to use them to our advantage in our lives, not to let them take over it. Finally, I would like to quote Donald Miller. In the age of information, ignorance is a choice. Think about it.